video. In this video, we're just going to be doing a hot lap of the pre-World War II version of Spa on Assetto Corsa in the Also Union Type C. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. Right, so here we are in the source. In our Also Union, got a big amount of power with not really much grip in this car. And we're just going to get straight into it. We're going to put it in gear and off we go. So this is the source here. This is a modern day turn 1. This is where we drop down the hill and the lap starts. Down the hill we go. Careful not to cross the yellow line, as that is the pit entry. Already getting a massive oversteer. And braking for turn 1, not using the typical Eau Rouge during the pre-war version. They went left here to go basically essentially around the little river that Eau Rouge runs over and into the hairpin. We're going to go very wide and kicking out the back on the way out of the corner. And then this is where we rejoin the sort of modern day layout, only very briefly however. There's more oversteer on the way out of the corner, and now we can put the power down. So up to gear 3, as it's constantly oversteering and wanting to kill you as we bring it up to speed. And this is what, in modern day, is what is the Camel Straight. The back straight at Spa, up to 200 kilometers an hour, we're just going to do a little bit of braking, and then this is where it changes again. Instead of going right for the Lake Con chicane, up at the top of the hill, we go left, past an old car on the right, and past all the nation's flags, and we go left at Lake Con, and now this is where it joins the open road. So building it up the speed, once again, this is where you see it's very different, passing houses and whatever, as I've gone very far off. And I'm going to die. Oh my god. Bloody hell.
Boring!
Here we are in the last corner, which is the modern day first corner at Spa. Just going to warm up the engine slightly before we head off because we want the maximum power in our Also Union. But here we go, revving it up into first gear. Already having to counter steer as the car releases away into gear 2 as we now drop down the hill, which is in the modern day the run up to Eau Rouge, but is actually the start finish straight. Be careful not to cross the yellow line on the right, down into first gear, and we go left, not up Eau Rouge, we go left instead, which was an effort. One of the only the safety measures back in this time was to slow the cars down, so we go through this hairpin and just drifting through up into second gear. Now we rejoin the modern track at the top of Radion. Here we are, and we're going to get it into second gear as we rise through the kilometers up to 200. This is the modern day Camel Straight. Back then not really a straight, more just a few kinks and flat corners. But into the next corner we go, just a dab of the brakes. We're going to go very wide into the Lake Con chicane, which back in this day goes left and not right, as a sort of half-banked corner like the last corner at Zandvoort. But out of Lake Con we go, and into the old part of the track, which is now just open roads, but back then would have been used for the actual track. So using all the track, getting oversteering, even clipping the grass there, up to gear 3, and then giving it a big dose of brakes, as these are only drum brakes, so not able to slow down as much as cars with disc brakes. But disc brakes wouldn't be invented just yet when this car would have been created. Disc brakes only being invented in the 1960s. But through we go into the old chicane. Sorry, this was removed after the war, and we're in the war. Oh.